Have you ever walked into a room and immediately 3 fine shits start putting their hands all over you? Or have you asked someone out and they've gone and said, "Oh, you're interested in my gender? I thought you were gay." Well, that's your aura. First impressions matter more than anything. It speaks to your skill, your vibe, your energy, your bitch pullability, talent, and value as a living, breathing organism on this planet. Today, we are here to analyze the vibe and the energy that the best professional Counter-Strike teams give off. So let's mashallocked in and hop into it. Liquid, more like liquid diarrhea, because they've only played and looked and reeked like ass. Since what, like the beginning of this year? Shuei had the biggest aura drop-off I think I've ever seen in my life, because since joining Liquid, Liquid's only gotten worse somehow. The fly in Navi represents his mechanics, because they flew off a cliff. There's not a single beam of light left in those eyes. Security, check his backpack. And speaking of another Canadian, Twist, he's been twisting my fucking wrinkly swimmer sack, because what the fuck has he been doing? He's only cried about his team, his teammates, and his team. This is what we call copium. So he's brought shame to Canada, along with Nav. I remember he also tried to be nonchalant and trash talk this one time. Yeah, and he fucking lost. Like, it was bad. And the trash talk wasn't even good. It was kind of awkward. Hey! By the way, you're supposed to be over there. How are you doing over there? Yeah, not good. Not good, buddy. Commentators are like, oh shit! And then he just fucking lost. Liquid got rid of JK Sexy and fell below them in the fucking rankings. If that's not karma, I don't know what is. That's just fucking hilarious. How do you do this? You also got rid of your Kindar, and now he's mogging you. Now he's flourishing on FURIA. You came into this season, you lost to Sangol right off the bat, then fucking lost the VP Prodigy somehow, then played one of the worst maps that has ever been played on the highest level of professional Counter-Strike. Highest level. That, by the way, everybody on Twitter was clowning you for. Not a single person let that shit slide. The commentators couldn't even hold themselves back.
And they're gonna win, aren't they? What's happening? I'm gonna win. Tears in my eyes.
Mommy, can we watch MIBR versus Cal? No. We have it at home.
Liquid is nothing but prey energy, okay? They look like a group of people that a bald eagle would come in, swoop, and fucking eat them. Like, just grab them, bring them back to the nest, because they are easy pickings. Absolutely auraless. There was no debate. Yakindar and JKS were absolutely saved. Complexity, the American team, the Texan team, a symbol of freedom, rights, beer, guns, and fucking cowboy action. Yeah, y'all are cooked. Complexity looks like they measure it from tip to taint and compare hand sizes with women. You lost the NRG at the major, and Grim's resurgence is looking a little grim. But you're lucky to have any aura at all, to be honest. It's barely kicking, it's barely alive, and now it's dead. Pain looks like they would throw a fucking banger of a party. I'm gonna be real. They've got lots of energy. Snow is very loud, energetic, and NQC is right there with them. They also made it to semis at Austin. Whoa. I'll say Pain has a little bit of aura. They got a little. Now. Navi, my favorite team to cheer for. So it brings me great shame to even speak on your fucking name, to be honest, because you guys have the worst vibes imaginable. Not to mention, JL isn't even on the team anymore. Alexi reminds me of Carmen from The Bear. You know, you talk to him, he's chill, but as soon as you step into the kitchen with him and you like make like a single fuck up, it's smoke. He's ready to hand out smoke for anybody. And speaking of the crash outs, Ema has usually been the victim of that, and I'm not gonna lie, Ema kind of gives off some MOUZ aura. A lot, but he's not as bad. We wouldn't put him down there. Bid is just there, chilling, Chad, mogging. This is what Navi thinks adding MongolZ will do to their roster. And speaking of, MongolZ got low bro by Donk, so whatever animal was living in Wonderful's hair seems to have died, so that's good. So let's round up our eggs in the basket. We've got a washed Chad, a MOUZ double agent, Carmen from The Bear, a retired femboy, and Lil Bro. Navi, dude, your aura is barely kicking. That shit's barely alive, if I'm being honest. Bait is the embodiment of a hard-working blue-collar man. They're not scared of some sissy boy sipping on some Wildcard Dirty Diana. They're sipping on blue-collar mud. That black coffee. Fuck your soy milk, your fucking oat milk, your sugar, your cream, and your $13 million budget. They had to grind for this. They are oozing aura. Oh, can you feel it? Can you feel this right now? Oh, it's oozing right now. Now for TYLOO, an Asian team, an all-national team. They play good CS on a macro and a micro level, but that's not why they're so loved. They have somebody nobody could ever replace on this planet Earth. TYLOO has G, the golden retriever of Counter-Strike. He has an obsession with ice cream, Monacy, CS, and love, and friendship. They're the most successful Chinese team in CS history, I'm like pretty sure. TYLOO, you've got some main character aura, some main character energy. Oh, that feels amazing to do. And you know, if you don't agree with this, I don't know, your mom probably like drank too much when you were inside of her. She was carrying you. Like, I don't know. Big. Look, I've seen the clip. You might have seen the clip. Even Tapson knows his team is cooked. You had this motherfucker looking out the window, reflecting on what he has done with his life and with his time on this team. I'm not even trying to be a dick when I say this, but I'm pretty sure you guys are more known for being OniPixel's home team than being a good Counter-Strike team. Like, if I'm being real, like, big clan, y'all are auraless. I'm gonna be real. I know it, you know it. It's been chopped, it's been cooked, but it is not being served and ate. MIBR, you know, your jersey actually looks like my favorite gloves in the game, so that's a plus. You're an all-Brazilian roster, good. But Insani mogs the rest of the roster. It's barely alive, honestly. It gets saved by Insani being cracked and your jersey looking like my favorite gloves. Moving on though, we got GamerLegion. GamerLegion sounds like the name of a middle school club. The whole squad is likable. Rez is a Chad, PR's a young prodigy that's fucking cracked. Not to mention GamerLegion can actually put up a fight against some of the big dogs, and they can win. GamerLegion, you have a decent bit of aura. MOUZ. You could probably guess where I want to put these guys, but we're gonna expand on this before we define it. First of all, okay, you have Pedro Pascal as your fucking coach, all right? And I don't know if it's because he's anxious, you're anxious, or you're both anxious, or you're both just freaky. Secondly, speaking of freaky, Jim Fap is now the Goon King of CS, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not. I'm anti-goon, sometimes, kinda, well. Thirdly, Spinks, you currently have the same animal living in your hair that Wonderful had, except you remember to feed it, and that's not good. Finally, I mean, look, no offense, but y'all are some of the nerdiest looking motherfuckers I've ever seen dominate as a #2 team at anything in the world. I feel for them. They're great players. It's gotta suck losing at second place, being so close every goddamn time. But I'll be damned if I change the way I think, goddammit. MOUZ, you are auraless. You've been auraless. And you will forever be auraless. Aurora? Huh. I think you'll mean Aurora, princess. Kidding. Yeah, nah. Y'all don't have much, if I'm being honest, at all. You guys started off the year up here. And then throughout the year, you just kind of went down and crashed. Like two things that flew into these other two things and blew up. National rosters also automatically give you some aura. That is fucking sick. We love to see national rosters. But you got bought out by a tier 3 Russian org with a shittier name, a shittier logo, and an org that isn't native to your home country, your national team that you were supposedly. For a team so close to sounding like Owa, yeah, you're barely alive, man. It's barely there. Actually, I would put it like, it's right there. Yeah, you're right there. And yes, this will be in order from left to right. 3D Max. They're from a place some would argue is worse than death. Some would say is the India of Europe, France. But you guys are French people I can actually fuck with. I can get behind. You guys have playful banter and trash talk with Apex on Vitality and other teams alike. You're an all-France national roster. That may be a turnoff to a lot of you, which I can understand, of course. But to me, they're cool. I'm letting it slide. 3D, I'm gonna say you have a decent bit of aura. You have a decent bit. Lynn fucking Vision. Do I even have to say anything? You've got everything you could want with this roster. Skill, culture, a badass logo, likability, and femboys. And to top it all off, you have Amelia, one of 2 gifts the Chinese god has blessed the CS scene with. G being the other one, of course. I fucking love you, Amelia. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, Amelia. If China ran off Aura credits instead of social credits, which, I mean, the two are kind of the same, if you really think about it, then Lynn Vision wouldn't even need the fucking prize money they win. Lynn Vision, you are oozing aura. Oh, yes, yes. Astralis, if you had asked me pre-Hooksy era, I honestly would have just right off the bat said Auralist and called it a day, because they were. But since Hooksy's arrived, something's happened with this team. Something's going on here. An all Danish roster, W. Device, W. Hooksy, W. Stown. And Yabby? Yabby's just Yakindar if he dislocated his neck and his skill. But this black hole of money has been showing some life after laying it dead on the fucking ground all year like a possum. But it's also Astralis. I don't like how I kinda like this. I will say, Astralis, you have a little bit of aura right now. The Mongols, more like the Mongols. All of Mongolia was watching the Mongols at the major. They are literally recognized as athletes by the Mongolian government, and I'm pretty sure they're actually getting paid salaries. They're top 5 in the world. They're an Asian team. They're the best Asian team. 910 and Senzu are fucking beasts. No bestiality. Your IGL is a titled chess master, goddammit. That is as big brain as that shit gets. It's giving main fucking characters. The Mongols are a spectacle. The Mongols are a spectacle everybody is here for. Legacy, you raw dogged my pick'ems. You impregnated their pick'ems at a major you weren't even supposed to be at. Then you made it to the 3rd stage of said major and broke Vitality's historical winning streak. Dumao is loud, energetic, trash talky, and it's actually he's pretty good. They all seem like a good vibe. They're an all-national roster, of course, that being from Brazil. You know, I'd be lying if I didn't say Legacy had a decent bit of aura. And I don't even fuck with Legacy. Like, usually I'm just like, whoever I hate, I just call them Auralist. But like, I can't do it. NRG, you have one thing no other esport team here has. You have Daddy Shaq O'Neal in your corner. Your org is literally ran off of ball knowledge, dunks, brute force, and size. Unfortunately though, you shoot in CS the same way Shaq shoots his free throws. Holy airball. There is no other option. Fucking Auralist. Now, do I put you above or below MOUZ? I mean, I'm on the train. I may as well ride this bitch all the way out. Fuck MOUZ. Nitro, you're funny as hell though. Australia is home to animals with chlamydia, surfers, and FlyQuest. Recently acquired JKS, one of the sexiest Counter-Strike players alive, goddammit. Oh man, you know, I'm not gay, but you know, game is game. What can you do? Regardless, a young promising opper. They can beat some pretty decent teams. I know I've dogged on you in the past, but I'm sensing a little bit of aura here. I'm sensing a little now. Is that mainly carried by JKS? The Falcons? Ooh, I've been waiting to talk about you, bitch. There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna jump in and say it. Falcons, you are the Diddy of Counter-Strike, and Kyosuke is like a young Justin Bieber. You just had to go for the 17-year-old with all of your oil and money. How the fuck do you lose those post-plant situations with like fucking 14 bazillion gadillion million dollars invested into the fucking roster? You've got 3 superstars, Nico, MongolZ, and Kyosuke, and you've got 2 pretty decent players in Kixin and Tessus. And you also have the coach from the fucking Astralis era. And yet I'm watching you fumble the bag harder than Liquid trying to beat a tier 10 team. You somehow turned a lot of people into hate watchers for Nico and MongolZ. Like, I didn't even think that was possible. Yet somehow we're here. Nico's probably gonna look at his firstborn child, kind of like a draft pick for his future CS roster. There really is no label here that can truly describe the aura that the Falcons give off. So, you know, I think I might have to make them their own little special separate category. The Falcons, you go into the freaky oil category. I don't make the rules. I mean, I kind of do, but like, that's where you go. Like, it's not my fault you used your oil and money to get a 17-year-old. I mean, like, the shit writes itself. Keep in mind that this does go above Auralist because, well, it may not be good aura. It is still aura. It is giving off something. So, a Russian betting team, you can just go, yeah, you can just go right there. Yeah, make sure that's above MOUZ too. Words cannot describe how much I hate VP. Egotronic put Flamemoose on SSRIs, into a coma, and then put the rest of the team on fucking migraine medication. Polar bear? More like bipolar bear. You know, my buddy actually dated a bipolar chick, and you know, he took care of her, and now she's no longer with us. like they broke up. You brought back Jesus Christ from the dead, but we still have yet to see him turn water into wine. BP, Auraless. So FaZe, you made me re-record this because you decided a Liege needed to get off the team. Watching a FaZe game is like watching the National Geographic Channel and just seeing a gazelle just get ate by a fucking lion. You guys have been in the dumps for like, what, a year and a half now? Rops left you and had the best season any Counter-Strike team has ever had. And then you guys release a vlog where the vibes and everyone just, they hate each other. It's like Navi if they did less winning somehow. This FaZe clan is sad, limping, and just ass. Just like the vibes. There's no other place I can put this. FaZe clan, you are absolutely auraless. NIP? Man, I'm not gonna lie. You're starting to get some motion. Whoa. Kaspersky is this prodigy that they have on a loan, but I'm sure the results are good, they're gonna buy him. Wrinkle is underrated as fuck, and since you guys picked up Kaspersky, you've beaten some decent teams. And you even took a map off of Navi and Pain. NIP, you now have a little bit of aura, and you're also a legacy team. So G2, you know, is a weird case. You've got the samurai logo, and to me, that speaks on discipline, sharpness, honing your skill. You have a chip on your shoulder. Speaking of, Hunter is looking to prove himself as an IGL. Matty S, whatever. He's looking to prove himself in tier 1. MOUZ is looking to prove he isn't washed. And Senpais is trying to prove that, hey, you were right in buying me. I need the job security. G2, you have a decent bit of aura. Yeah. Team Spirit. First of all, Chopper has aura, alright? His tweet about not giving up until he wins a major, guess what? Layup. That's not even what a layup really is, but you know. Zontix just started mewing or something. And I think he actually may, unironically, just be nonchalant. Like, he's just one of those people. Chiro, I mean, yeah, he lacks a good bit of aura in person, but in-game though? Zwei just got added, so we'll see about him. And with Donk, you know, say what you want, say he acts like a child, say he's immature, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He's the faker of CS. I said it, everyone knows it. And with the emotion he showed at Cologne, it has redeemed his TikTok edit interviews from last season, because those, I was defending it, but yeah, they were cringe. Yeah, they were cringe. Spirit also wins, so you know what? I'm gonna say it. Spirit, you are oozing aura. You are oozing it. Wait, what? He actually likes Donk and Spirit? No! Oh my fucking god! Fnatic, you ain't what you used to be, alright? Blame F, got those wife-beaten arms, but like, they're not really tier 1 or tier 2 beaten arms, so, you know. You're also drowning Jambo in fear. Hashtag save him. Alright, Fnatic, you go in Orless. You go right there. Wildcard, you know, is really just another oil team. Or another lubricant, I should say. Heroic. This is that kid that would bring shit to school to sell to other students. They have finessed everybody for the bag. Heroic are the shoe resellers of CS. They're reselling Yeezys, Jordans, Nikes, and hell, they're even reselling Skechers for fuck's sakes. Heroic, you honestly have a good, decent bit of aura. I'm gonna be real. You're even almost oozing aura. FURIA is the best team Brazil has seen in a while. After moving off of the full Brazilian lineup, what can you do? International rosters are like BBCs. Once you go black, you ain't ever going back. You've got Fallen, the Brazilian godfather of Counter-Strike, giving up the op to find purpose in the IGL role. To find purpose in life. A young promising opper who's made waves since joining tier 1. He may be the best opper starting with an M. There's a reason I call him Magadoy. And last but not least, they revived Yakindar like he had the ray gun. Holy shit, they turned a shit Kindar into a goat Kindar. What the fuck was this transition? Like, what happened? What water did you make him drink? And they only seem to be getting better and better. FURIA, you are absolutely oozing aura. You are oozing, put it there, oozing aura. Yeah. M80, look, y'all probably don't give a fuck, but look, I'm an NA hopium puffer, because I believe M80 will become NA's best team in the future, soon. Lake's got me wetter than a lake with the way he's been playing recently. Their IGL is also now a fellow Canadian, Hex, a man of ass-eating culture. But it's barely alive, if I'm being honest. It's barely alive right now for M80, but give it 3 months. Trust me, bitch. Finally, last but not least, Vitality. They won 7 trophies in a row last season. And that's not even including the Grand Slam they won. They just came off of the best season any CS team has ever played. ZywOo, he just came off of one of the best events he's ever played. Apex became a clip farmer now, giving all the trash talk to anyone who wants it. flipping off the crowd at Austin before winning the major, and he shaved his head after winning the major. Is Apex trying to Aurora farm? Wait a minute. MeiZ had a whole segment done on him by a BBC after becoming the only British player to ever win a major. He's also a dad now. Flamesy, God, he's so funny, charming, cracked, amazing, funny. Rops became the second player to ever win a Grand Slam twice, and he got his second major. And he had an amazing year, putting him probably in a top 5 spot by the end of the year in the HLTV. He also races his Porsche around the track in his free time. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be 9 inches. Look, I know I just rode the meat of this bee till the stinger fell off, but listen, Vitality just has main character aura. Like, I'm sorry, like, oh, I know you want to hear me say, like, fuck Vitality, ZywOo gets stiffed by Donk, he gets stiffed by Simple, Apex got lucky, Flamesy gets low broed by half the entries, Vitality winning is boring, Vitality's boring, yeah. If you don't agree, well, you're just a hater, which, you know, I would never do personally. I would never hate on someone for no reason. But this concludes the aura rankings of CS teams in the summer of 2025. The most popular teams, or really any teams I give a fuck about, because it's my video. I can choose whatever the fuck I want. Comment down below what your rankings would be, what you disagree with, or what you agree with. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a laugh out of it, something. Join the Discord. We are almost at 100 people. Whoa. I stream on Twitch sometimes if you want to check that out. Anyways, take care of yourself. Remember, you are worth somebody's time and effort. Peace out, baby girl.